Hello, dear students. Now I will be reviewing the book and Unit 3 for you so you can understand what to study and what questions will come back in the exams. Okay, so here we go to the book here in Unit 3, we have the first thing is we have water birds. Okay, so look, you have to read water birds very well. Okay, you have to read, you have to know the information. If you remember, we did the quiz, and you see, maybe questions like that will come back. So you have to know the questions. Okay, sorry, you have to read these things. Okay, so if we go to next page, which is this page, this is just an information about the reading section. Okay, it's not something different. Just when you read this section here, you come here and you have these questions that you can answer. Okay, you can answer based on the passages in the reading section. So this question, especially this one. So if we come down here, as I told you, these are definitions and they are really, really, really important. Okay, you have to memorize these questions I might give you, and I would say like lay. Tell me, what is lay? You have to write which one? To make an egg come out. Okay, you have to write that if I bring a question like that. Okay, so, or these pictures, you have to memorize these pictures. Okay, so if we go, this is just a conversation here. This is the grammar section. I made another video before this video. I made another video for the grammar section. I explained the grammar section. Go watch. Okay, go watch it until you understand. This also I explained this also. This is SS. Okay, so this is the song too. And here, these pictures also you have to memorize. Okay, maybe I'll bring them. And I would say like, oh, what's the name? What's the name of this bird? What's the name of this bird? Okay, you have to know it. So if we come to these questions here, listen again and answer the questions. You can answer this question like which bird it's the small animals, you know, if you remember we did these questions. Here, not so important. This one here, it is important. Okay, so if you remember, we were writing about, and we said how to write about you know, for example, you have this picture and I have this information here, and how to write a story or a paragraph about something that I will ask you. For example, here it says write about gulls. Okay, so how do you write it? It's really, really easy. So first thing is you start with the informations, okay, by gathering information. So first you just write the headline, which is gulls. Okay, just like that, gulls. And let's go. So the first line says what? Live. So it says live on beaches, on rivers, near sea. So what will we do? We write the name of the bird. So what's the name of the bird? Gull. Gulls live on beaches. Gulls live on beaches and on rivers. Oops, sorry. Rivers near the sea. That's all, you see? If you go to the next second one, make nests. What do you say? Just they make their nests with twigs, grass, and with grass and what? And plants. And plants. So where do they make it? They make nests on rocks near water. Okay, near water. So the third one says what? Lay. So what will we say? What will we write? So who lays an egg? The mother. The mother gull lays about 4 to 6. Oh, sorry. 2 to 4 eggs. Okay, just like that. 4 eggs. It says what? Chick is gray. So we say what? Say the chick, the baby gull is called a chick, and it is gray. You see? And it is gray. Eat. What do they eat? They, or we can say, gulls eat fish, crabs, and shellfish. Okay, so here, catch fish easily. It says what? Catch fish easily. Catch fish easily. And they catch fish easily. Why? Why they catch fish easily? Because they have hooked beaks. Okay, because they have hooked beaks. Okay, let's go. Can fly well. So what should we write? They can fly well, but they stay close to land. Okay, so that's done. If we let's go down here, let's continue. Okay, so let's continue. Swim. Swim on sea. Do not dive. They can swim on sea, but they do not dive. Okay, and in winter, in winter, winter they go away from sea, from the sea, because it is too stormy. You see? Because it is too stormy. You see? It's really, really easy to write the paragraph, okay? So that's how to write the paragraph, okay? So if we go to the workbook here in unit 3, here, look, this page is just about, you have to know this information, okay? Like, what's this animal? What is this? You have to read these things and you say, okay, which picture is this animal? Okay. Or here it says this, if this also, look, this is definition also. Match the words in the box with the definition, okay? Every time you see definition, you have to memorize that, okay? What is that? It's a lake, or which one is lake, which one is skin, which one is adult, okay? These are not important. This page is important. I talked about it in the other video, okay, in grammar, and this page is as. I talked about that in the other video too, okay? Here, I didn't talk about it. This is really easy, okay? The same thing here as, but just we change it to not, okay? We just add not. So if we said like, the dog is as beautiful as the cat, we just change it to what? The dog is not as beautiful as the cat, okay? So these you have to memorize. You have to know these pictures, okay? You have to memorize these pictures. What are they? Okay. This one also. Grandpa wears his glasses on his, in his what? Head. You see? On his head. Grandma is mending my skirt and she is using blue, what? Thread. You have to know these questions, okay? Okay, so we studied because, also you have to read this page, because and so, okay? And this one is very important. Look, you have these pictures here, okay? And you collect the information, and here you write the paragraph. We wrote this paragraph and I will not write it again, okay? But we wrote it and I send it to you. You have to write it on here, okay? I wrote it. I send it to you in the group, the paragraph, the whole paragraph. Okay, so here, this section is very important. Okay, this page. So it is page 30 and 31. Okay, very important. This is a revision for the unit. So this is for SS. Okay, so we did that. If you watch the other video, we did this question and this question. You have to write it on your book. And this question here is about SS, okay? So this, the Tom says, I am 10, and Sue says, I'm 10 too. So which one do you think we should use? Pretty, expensive, or old? Which one? Old, well done. Sue is as old as who? Tom, okay? Sue is as old as Tom. Okay, so look, we have, okay, so we removed, so we used old, okay? So we have to do it like that. So what do we have? Pretty and expensive. Can you say for humans expensive? No, you see, we have this one. So this one you have to use beautiful, pretty. So we say Jane is as pretty as Pam. Okay, Jane is as pretty as Pam. This watch, the watch, look, so we use it pretty. We use it pretty, and what we have? Expensive. So we say the watch is as expensive as the what? The ring. The watch is as expensive as the ring. Okay, so now stop the video and write it on your book. Okay, workbook. Good. Did you write it? Okay, let's go to the next page. This one is about writing a paragraph and answering with compare and superlative, okay? So here is number one. Look, so we have 3 type of monsters. So this one says hello, this is egg, and this one says good morning, how do you do? This is egg, and this one says hello, this is og. Okay, so we have to write these questions. We have to answer these questions. Okay, these questions here. So let's start. So here is egg, this is egg, tiny or enormous? Tiny or enormous? Tiny. Hold on. Tiny. Okay. Iggy is tiny. So okay. So okay. Let's do it like that. Iggy is tiny. Okay. Number 2 is egg. This is egg. More enormous than egg. Is egg more enormous than egg? Yes. Yes. He is more enormous than egg. Number 3, which monster is the most enormous? Who's the most enormous? Og. Hold on. Og is the most enormous. Number 4, is Ig as polite as Og? Is Ig as polite as Og? Yes, he is as polite as Og. Yes. Yes, he is as polite as, yes, he is as polite as Og. Okay, Og and Ig, they are as polite as each other, okay? So, and, oh yeah, this one also you have to write. We said, what's the question? The question was, is egg more enormous than egg? Yes. Yes. Egg is more enormous. Yes, egg is more enormous than egg. Okay. So you have to write this. Okay, please. Yes, he is more enormous. Okay. So here is egg. Number 5 is egg as polite as egg and oggy? Is egg as polite as og and iggy? Egg? No. 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 He is the most polite. Okay? He is the most polite. No, he is the most polite. Okay? No, he's not just as polite, but he is the most polite. You see, he says, good morning, how are you doing? Number 6, which monster is the most horrible? Which monster is the most horrible? Which one? Egg. Well done. So we have to write what? Egg is the most horrible. Okay? Egg is the most horrible. Okay? Well done. So we have these informations. Okay, we answered this information. So we have to go down, okay, and use these informations and to write a paragraph about, okay, about the monsters, okay? Okay, let's go. Okay. Yeah. And let's come here. Okay, let's write here. Write about the monsters, okay? So we say here. What should we write, you think? Where should we start? From the question number 1, okay? So you are this boy, and you talk about the monsters, okay? You are talking about these monsters. So first thing is you have to write about these monsters according to the questions that we answered, okay? According to the questions that we answered. So let's write now. Okay. Mhm. So we say we start with what? For example, let's write the headline. We say monsters. This is the headline. So egg is the, okay, what's the what? Is the tiniest monster. Egg is the tiniest monster is the tiniest monster. Egg is oops, is more enormous than egg. Okay, egg is more enormous than egg. We said, look, egg is the tiniest monster. Egg is more enormous than egg. Okay, and number 3, we says what? Which monster is the most enormous? We say, but og is the most enormous. Okay, but og is the most enormous. Number 4, what's the question? Is egg as polite as og? No, he's not as polite. Okay, so let's delete but here. Is egg as polite as og? No, he is. This is yeah. So og is the most enormous, but egg, we say, look, number 4 is what? Is as polite? No, he is the most polite. So we write no, but egg. So we say og is the most enormous, but egg is the most polite. Okay, but egg is the most polite. Number 5, what's the question? Is egg as polite as egg and og? Yes, he is as polite as og. You see, egg is as polite. Egg is as polite as wait. Okay, look, is egg as polite as og? No, he is the most polite. Yes, he is as polite as og and as egg. No, he's not. You see, look, he says what? Let's see. Egg is the most polite. Is egg as polite as og? Oh yeah. We mistaked a question here. So this one is for this one. Yeah, we forgot to do that. But this one is for this one. Okay. Sorry. So we have to write it again. So what should we do? Okay, egg is the tiniest monster. Egg is more enormous. Yeah, egg is more enormous than egg. Og, okay, og is the most enormous, but egg is the most polite? No. What's the fourth question? Is egg as polite as ogg? Yes, he is as he is as polite as ogg. Okay, so we write what? We will delete the but. Okay, so we say big egg is we don't say the, so we say egg is as polite as egg is as polite as ogg. You see, egg is as polite as ogg. You see, look, this is egg, this is ogg, as polite as each other. Look, they say hello, but this one no. So let's come back. Yeah, it's as polite as each other. So, but number 5, it says what? Is egg as polite as egg and ogg? No. Egg is the most polite. So you say what? Egg is as polite as ogg, but egg is the most polite. You see? But egg is the most polite. You see? Yeah. Egg and ogg are polite, as polite as each other. Okay, see, egg is as polite as ogg, but we have to write but. Oops. But egg is the most polite. Why is he the most polite? Look, he says what? Good morning, how do you do? You see? That's why egg is the most polite. Let's go to number 5. Which monster is the most horrible? Egg is the most horrible monster. So we write what? Let's write all the monsters are horrible, but egg is the most horrible. Okay, you see? That's done. Now we wrote a paragraph about these monsters based on these questions. You see? We answer the questions, we write the information, then we come back here, we come down, write a paragraph about these monsters. Okay, one thing students you forgot always. When you finish a sentence, here, look, you have to write full stop, okay? Don't forget full stop, this full stop. Here, this one, okay? Do not write everything together. Look, full stop, look, when you write but, we have comma, you see? Full stop. Don't forget these full stops, okay? Okay, so that's all. That's all for the review. If you couldn't write it, go back and stop the video and write this, okay? Write this one. This one, write it. Stop the video and write, okay? So I hope you understood. I hope it was good revision. So what I told you to study those things, okay? And also study what you wrote in the notebook too, okay? For unit 3. Study them. I might bring questions from them, okay? Bye-bye. If you didn't understand, watch it again, okay? Bye-bye.